Fight it, Hannah. Fight it. Fight it, Hannah.
Well. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about another horror film released back in 2018. What is that? Is that exciting film? And are we curious about that film? Before we jump into the story, please hit the like button below. Okay. The films open with harrowing exorcism scenes of a girl who suffers from demonic possession. Unfortunately, due to the devil strength of the demon inside her, the ritual took one of the priest's life. Given the situation, her father decided to suffocate her with a pillow, and she died shortly after. Her name is Hannah Grace. The story begins with an ex-officer who witnessed her friend's death during their duty. She lamented on her friend's death and has been suffering from a series of depression after that incident. She went to several counseling sessions to help with her depression, but those never seemed to work. Looking for a fresh start and in need of money, she decided to take a new job as a morgue assistant in the hospital. Late working hour, chilling situation, and stench emanating from the dead body could be the main reason why it is so hard to keep an employee in this position. The doctor says there are 3 people had quit in this job for the past 6 months, but Megan is persists that they are nothing more than just dead body. Dr. Lewis explained everything they have at the morgue during Megan's job orientation, including their motion system based on light system. He then explaining her duty and responsibility as morgue assistant. She is responsible for taking a picture of the dead body and record their fingerprint as soon as the body arrives.
Hope you don't mind data entry. You never leave the premises while you're on duty. You take an overview of the body and then close-ups. If you press on the knuckle, it will extend the finger and make it easier to handle. Any problems with that?
Not at all.
Welcome to the team.
And then the first night shift is begin. Megan arrived at the hospital and meet the security guard on his duty at the night. His name is Ernie and Dave. The atmosphere has changed completely as soon as Megan arrived at the morgue. No one is at the morgue except Megan. She is now alone, surrounded by the silence, the empty of aisles, the cold air of the morgue, but those things don't stop her from doing this job. Finally, the first body of the night has arrived. She comes downstairs and picks the body. She does everything that Dr. Lewis told to her to do. Take a picture, record the fingerprint, and store the body in the mortuary cabinet. Megan is trying to kill the time by playing with bocce ball, when suddenly she hears the alarm sound that indicates another delivery of the body has arrived. She runs straightly to the drop-off point to check the delivery. But very oddly, no one is there when she inspects the door. Starting to feel a little bit eerie, Megan decides to back to her station. Suddenly, a mysterious man appears and begs Megan to open the door and let him enter the building.
Yes, I do. Just let me in.
Sir, back away from the door.
No.
Sir.
Let me in!
Without hesitation, Megan refuses to let him inside. She then tells the security guard and tells them that there is a mysterious man outside. The guard tells him that it happened a lot. While on the phone with a guard, Megan sees that another delivery has arrived. She goes straight away to the drop-off point shortly after. The body delivery guy explained there is something odd with his body. He finds out that the condition of the body are tragic and disquieting. He says that the killer was slicing her body up when they found the body. It turns out that it is Hannah Grace's body. The delivery guy is leaving and heading back to the ambulance, leaving Megan alone. Again. Now, this is time is scary part start.
What happened?
Oh yeah, it's a bad one.
Hannah Grace.
Told you it was bad. They found chloroform by her body.
Thanks, Randy.
You got it.
I can take it from here.
All right.
And then she begins to start procedure that Dr. Lewis told to her before to do, like take a picture, record a fingerprint, and store the body in the mortuary cabinet. But something is off with the machine. When Megan tried to take a picture with it, it won't be processed the image of Hannah Grace's body. Feeling curious, Megan begins to investigate what seems to be the problem of what is now but a busted mansion, and she messes it up. Moving on to the next step, Megan begins to take a fingerprint of her. When she processes the fingerprint, the same thing happened again. The computer is shut down. Starting to feel unhinged, Megan decided not to redo all the process and put the body straight onto the mortuary cabinet. Suddenly, a box of specimen bottle and other lab equipment fall onto the floor and shattered into the pieces. Megan cut herself while trying to clean up the mess, as she tried to apply the gauze and the tape onto her wound. The cabinet door behind her begins to open slowly, without her knowledge. She then closed it as soon as she realized that the door is open again. Before we move any further, I want to remind you that will be jump scare, like a lot come with this one. Curious about Hannah's background, Megan begins to research and search for more information background about her using the police database. She finds something unusual in Hannah Gray's eye color, which is supposed to be brown based on her driver license. Megan then double-checked the body. It turns out the body has blue-colored eye. She begins to hallucinate, where she sees a swarm of flies coming out of the body bag. Feeling a little disoriented, Megan decides to go back to her station.
Brown. Losing your mind.
No longer after that, Megan hears unexplainable noising coming from the mortuary cabinet room. She then checks it and finds out that Hannah's body is missing. Megan slowly takes a step back as she is starting to panic. Suddenly, Megan sees that something is dragging Hannah's body and starts to following it. It turns out that the mysterious man from before was the one who tried to steal Hannah's body. He then captures her and holds a knife on Megan's throat, threatening to kill her if she screaming. Luckily, Megan is trained retained police officer, so she successfully countered the attack, dropped the knife, and suddenly the man is gone. She then calls the guard to continue to look for Hannah's body. She finally finds the man in the cremation room, and he about to burn Hannah's body. But the guard thwarted him second away before he did it. The man says they have to burn her body before police took him away.
Stop! Put the body down.
Please, listen to me. You have to destroy her body. You gotta destroy her body.
Megan puts Hannah's body back to the cabinet and starts to feel something sinister happen to her. Her coworker then offers her to have a little break after what happened. Dave has got her to cover her shift while she's out taking a break. Dave heard a noise coming from the mortuary cabinet and decided to check it by himself. It turns out that the sound is coming from where Hannah's body is. He begins to inspect, then open the text to look closer into it. Suddenly, something is pulling him inside. Then, toss him body across the room, levitate him, and toss him back inside the cabinet. Dave is dead. Long story short, Megan is back from her break. She finds that all of pieces of the lab equipment are scattered all over the floor. While on the toilet, Megan hearing something from the hand dryer, as if someone is using it. Then suddenly something tossing her bunchy rubber ball toward her stall. She takes closer, looking by peeking under the door, and sees black demonic looking hand grab the ball.
Seriously. Dave? Dave? Hello?
Given the spine-chilling situation, Megan starts to search for more information regarding Hannah's death. She finds out that she lost Hannah during exorcism, and she also finds out that the Hannah wound on her hips is now gone.
Wait, what?
On upstairs, Ernie seems continuously contacting Dave through his walkie-talkie. We are back to Megan, looking at the security footage and trying to figure out what had happened to her before. Megan finds out that there is a dark demonic figure following her. Megan tries to explain what happened and show the footage to her coworker, Lisa. Unfortunately, her coworker is skeptical about it. She thinks the Megan is hallucinating and currently under drug influence. After saying that, her coworker left. Lisa finds Dave's body while smoking and trying to take closer, looking at him. Suddenly, the ghost of Hannah appears out of thin air and chases her to the rooftop. Just like Dave, Hannah tosses her, levitates her, breaks her bone, and of course, she kills her. The body delivery guy is back again, delivering another body to the morgue. Megan tries to explain that something is off with the Hannah body. Her wound has mysteriously disappeared. After making sure that Megan is okay, the guy leaving her and back on his duty. Looking for another dead body. Megan calls her boyfriend and tells him what happened before, while Hannah is slithering inside the elevator behind her. We're back to the delivery guy. He feels like run out something and decides to stop the car. It turns out that Hannah behind all of this, and of course, she kills him. Megan checks on the security footage and she finds out that Hannah has slithered inside the elevator and followed the guy. Megan decides to check on the guy, but only finds out that he was already dead. Suddenly, she received a phone call from his boyfriend, telling her that the mysterious man has been escaped and killed 2 officers and heading back to the hospital. It turns out the man was already at the hospital and held a gun to the Megan. He eventually explained everything, including the demon inside Hannah's body. He also explained that is Hannah's father, and he asked Megan to help him to burn her body to stop the massacre. She believed everything he said and agreed to help him. Just before they burn her body, Hannah wakes up and approaches Megan as if she is about to possess her. Hannah's father frustrated her attack and saved Megan's life, but unfortunately she kills him by burning him inside the incinerator. Megan manages to escape, but Hannah eventually captures and knocks her unconscious. And then, Megan's boyfriend has arrived at the hospital, and he is looking for Megan's whereabouts. Megan is finally wake up and finds her inside the mortuary cabinet, surrounded by her dead coworker. While looking for Megan, her boyfriend meets Ernie, who is also looking for Dave. Both Ernie and boyfriend save her as soon as they see her, but all of them were shocked by Hannah's appearance, sticky to the wall, and yes, they decide to run after seeing the horrendous things. But unfortunately, Ernie failed to escape, and he died. Megan's boyfriend tried to shoot Hannah, but Hannah has got him first. Megan then takes his gun and shoots Hannah to the death. Well, you know that is only temporary. And then Megan tells to her boyfriend to burn Hannah's body. Megan dragged Hannah's body to the crematorium. Just before she entered the incinerator, Hannah is alive. Hannah tried to pull Megan inside the incinerator. Luckily, Megan manages to escape her death. Again, the police finally come to save her. Time passes by. Megan now living a better life, but she says something that makes us questioning her being. It turns out that the demon has lived inside Megan. The devil moved into her body while she was trying to burn Hannah's body in crematorium room before. And yeah, we know the devils now live in Megan's body. And that is the end. There is a lesson for us to learn today. Never let anything evil to take control our life just because once you open the door for them. So yeah, that's all for today guys. Thank you for watching this video and We'll see you soon on the next film that we will review. Thank you.